before.
I was sitting still. Why? Do you still hear it?
Nope, it's gone now. Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, adventurers of all ages, welcome to our Saturday night gaming adventure, All Souls Night. I am Miss Mellons, your DM, and you are joined here today by Beans playing the role of Pierre, Jesse playing the role of Fargo Budapest, Connor playing Jack Windspring, and Mark playing the Owl Bear.
Obviously, Fargo's the star of the show.
But Pierre is the greatest.
I'm sorry, did you guys say something?
Okay.
We're all short. I'm 5'4" and I'm tall compared to you guys.
All right, Jesse.
Now, what is that?
I take it back, Jesse. I wasn't your fan. You're right. It's Beans.
Ha
He's super loud. And now it stopped. I don't understand that.
It's because I moved because I'm moving the fan.
Ah. All right. So you guys are beginning your adventure. In a nice little forest with a winding trail through it. So, yeah, let's get you over to that nice little, oh, hey, don't want to get that on there. So let's, guys, go ahead and introduce yourselves to everybody out there that hasn't watched us before and doesn't know your characters.
I am Pierre. I am the greatest ranger of all time. I am the greatest mage of all time. I am the greatest chef of all time. I am the greatest entertainer of all time. I am just great. What can I say? That's what Pierre does. You'll see a wood elf who is wearing really nicely kept scale armor, brandishing a silver rapier because why wouldn't it be silver? And a slightly shining short sword also. He has long brown hair, sparkling blue eyes, and a dazzling smile.
Well, as great, quote, as Pierre may be, Fargo Budapest is a halfling rogue. Dapper little fellow who prides himself as being the greatest thief of all time. And he's got himself a couple of short swords and a bow strapped on his back. Brown hair, probably a little short for his size or for his race. And he's just like, he every time Pierre says he's the greatest, Frog just kind of rolls his eyes in sighs.
Jack?
Jack Winding Spring is a just shy of 3 foot tall gnome with wild blonde hair, a goatee, and a fun demeanor. His pockets have pockets. The pants have pockets. The shirt has pockets. The boots probably have pockets. And sticking out of every pocket is a tool or a piece of equipment or a vial or some sort of contraption he's working on. He is followed along by a 4.5 foot tall at the shoulder metallic badger by the name of Beatrice the bronze badger, and she is his handiwork and oftentimes his best friend.
Okay.
She is just as surly as your typical badger, just much bigger and more metal.
Taller than I am.
And the owlbear.
So you see over in the darkness, in the shadows, a little figure, and he steps out from the shadows, standing a little over 6 feet tall, with an owl's face and a long feathered cloak. And he stands there and he says, "You may have heard of my exploits. They are whispered in places where evil gathers. The whispers talk of predators, 2 famous predators, the owl and the bear. Although they both are very frightening, they're not as frightening as me, because when you put them together, you get the owl bear." And then he steps back into the shadows.
Okay.
That's it.
All right. Anybody else? No, that's it. Ha. I'm bad.
Where'd the owlbear go?
Right behind you.
Oh, very scary. You're a sneaky little owlbear.
Okay. Sorry, guys. Take me a minute to get used to this setup from before. All right. So. Here we go. All right. Our adventure begins as you guys are traveling down a forested path through the woods. It is early evening, and as you're traveling along, you see a fork in the road close by. The wind shifts, and a tangy, sweet smell, similar to blackberries mixed with juniper, wafts to your nostrils. Just up ahead stands a large, log-walled building from which the oddly appetizing smell is coming from. Hanging above the brass-rimmed double doors is a thick wooden sign, upon which, in crumbling white enamel, is written Pineberry Fork Lodge. As you approach closer, hanging wooden chimes clatter in the breeze, and a dozen or more hollowed-out gourds, melons, and stiffened leather orbs carved with scowling faces and monstrous visages accompany them. Flickering beeswax candles emit faint glows from within each of these, combining with the light seeping between the window's shutters to give the entire building a warm but eerie atmosphere that both welcomes and intrigues you.
What do we have here?
So you guys are up here, and you see that lovely building there that doesn't look nothing like a building, but just for reference sake.
A building that doesn't look like a building? Huh.
Now,
You should check that out.
It looks like a building to you guys, but on the game it doesn't look like a building because it's a table.
It looks like a perfectly good roof to me.
Hey, Mel.
Yes.
All right. So when the owl bear moves around, he stays in the shadows as best he can, whether he makes his stealth check or not. He
Okay.
slinks along, and anytime that he can get in a vantage point, whether it be on a chair, a table, wherever, that's where he goes, and he perches and watches.
Okay.
So I am in the tree, perched and watching the area.
Okay.
Where'd we find this guy?
Is he
I
on
found
a
you.
cart?
Always watching, always listening, always gravelly.
Well, look at this beautiful building. I must go in and see what's going on. Maybe there are people in there that need entertainment.
Or maybe they just built their home on the crossroads like any other reasonable person.
Yes, but look, they're stranded out here all by themselves. I can go in and entertain them.
Maybe they're not home and I can rob them. I mean, acquires their things.
Maybe
Why?
they're by themselves because they like their privacy.
Only one way to find out. I shall go knock on the door.
Okay.
And I shall go find the back entrance.
Okay. You don't need to knock on the door because you do see that there's this big sign in crumbling white enamel that says Pineberry Fork Lodge.
Ho ho! We have found a lodge. How intelligent it was of me to go this way. I do know the forest, you know.
Uh-huh.
A lodge? How large is it?
Oh, it's larger than you, my little friend.
Dude, that badger is bigger than me.
Ah, I will head inside. Would you all like to accompany me?
Would you all
Let's do
like
it.
All right, you're gonna head on inside. So you head on inside to the lodge.
Hey, baby girl.
So you see this, let's see here. The lodge is decorated inside and out, in some kind of interesting looking decorations. For reference purposes, they're decorating for All Souls Night, which in now times is basically kind of like Halloween.
Huh.
Oh,
This tavern.
So,
Are there windows on the ground?
there are, yeah, there are some, there are windows, with shutters on them.
Are they shut or open?
No, the shutters are closed.
I'll go ahead and I'll go to one of the windows outside that I can reach, and I'll try to open.
I'll try to open the window. Well, you can get it open a crack.
So it doesn't open, like I can't. Here's the deal. The owl bear does not go through open doors. He climbs through windows.
Doors
So-
underneath him.
Even if I'm a foot off the ground and there's a door open like there is, I'm going to go through a window. So is there a way to open this shut?
If you work at it a little bit, you can pry it open enough to go through the window, I suppose. I don't want you breaking out a window.
All right. So, well, if there's a little bit of resistance, I will go ahead and sleek into the building to where the inside of the shutter is locked. I'll unlatch it. I will then sneak back outside and then crawl through the window.
Okay.
I got a question. Does the owlbear like sit on tree limbs, wait for carts to go by so he can poop on them like an owl?
No. I perch on anything. So to try and get a vantage, so it doesn't matter if the chair is the tallest thing I can perch on. That's what I'll perch on because I have to have a vantage point of all my surroundings.
I was actually expecting Mark to say, "I can neither confirm nor deny."
Okay. So when you guys get inside the lodge, like I said, it is decorated kind of, I guess what you would consider to be D&D version of Halloween. So there's like hollowed out gourds with candles inside of them and stuff like that. And you will see, there's a few people in here, not too many. You will see a pair of halflings. One is tending the bar, and one is walking over to a table to provide a customer with some food. As you walk in the door, the halfling tending the bar looks at you and just like, welcome to the lodge. So nice to have you here. Have a seat. Would you care for some food, some drink?
Oh, do you have good wine on hand?
We have pineberry wine.
That will do.
So I finish crawling through the window,
Mm-hmm.
and then I look for a vantage point. So I notice down in the right corner down here where there's like a sword on some sort of, I don't know, down there. I will stealthily make my way and try to climb and perch up here.
Okay. All right. Where would the rest of you like to take up a spot?
I don't know. I'm just amiss that I'm playing a gnome with a giant robot badger, and somehow managed to be the most normal out of the entire adventuring party.
Hey,
Now
Fargo's
I'm normal.
Fargo's just your typical thief. If he can acquire things through ownership that's not his, he will.
If it's not nailed
He's
down, it's
also
mine.
quite persuasive. Is there like what kind of foods do they have? Like good breads or pastries or anything?
Well,
Since it's kind of a Halloween-y thing.
okay. It just says they have food, drink. Oh, and any matter of wilderness or mountaineering supplies that you guys might need or want. Just so you know. They have pineberry wine, which is a specialty in this area. I would say there's mutton. There's some goat.
I will get myself some
Somewhat.
I think he might have been correct.
Well, he's still showing up, so I don't know what the heck happened. Good. Alright. Well, we know Pierre's going to get something to eat.
I'm back.
Okay.
What I said is, I'll do this. I will take a wine, and if you have some sort of sweet pastries, I will take a sweet pastry.
Okay, so they'll give you some pineberry wine and a pineberry pastry.
Mm. By the way, maybe I'm just not seeing it, but where is the stage?
I'm sorry, where's what?
The stage for the performers.
We don't have a stage.
I'll look around. Is there an open table?
Sure.
Well, could you ping which table is open, please?
Oh God, he's gonna do it. He's really gonna do it.
Okay. I will take my pastry, my wine.
The elf can't fight the moonlight.
Oh, I'm not on the page, am I? Where am I? Oh no!
You have to put yourself on the page.
I'm doing it.
No Coyote Ugly fans here?
Okay, this table right here. Uh-huh. And I will have my bottle of wine, take a drink, and I will eat a little bit of my food. I'll set them beside me, and I will pull out my lute, and I will start playing a song that fits the holiday theme. I am proficient with the lute.
So you're going to play a haunting, ghostly melody.
Yes.
Okay.
And hum along with it.
All right.
Because humming is good.
All right. So you're playing your lute. Fargo, what are you doing?
Ooh, look at that roll.
Fargo's getting out his earplugs.
Actually, it sounds really good. Pierre got a nice 20 on his roll. So
Fargo's still getting out his earplugs.
All right, and Jack, what are you doing?
I'm going to clumsily climb one of the stools and have to sit on my knees probably to be at bar height. And I'm going to say, I love this holiday. Do you love this holiday? It's my favorite holiday. Ooh, do you wear masks here? Back home we wear masks. Do you wear masks? I think I got a mask.
You sound like Ariana.
No for no.
Oh, yep. You know, so the halfling behind the bar will introduce himself to you as Horatio. Horatio Sourbatch. Nice to meet you. That beautiful young thing over there is my wife Jillian. And he'll talk to you a little bit. He'll say some of the kids do wear masks for it. Nice.
Oh, only the kids? Like, really? Only the kids wear masks? Like, it's kind of fun. Why don't you wear masks?
Well, we need to take care of the townsfolk and make sure everyone's well taken care of, well fed. Any adventurers that come through, they have to have what they need to go up further up the mountain. But I mean, like, we have an adventurer. Well, not an adventurer anymore. Old Cheese Man, you know, he's been coming in this here area for, I don't know. He's been coming here for years and years. But this year, we haven't seen him in a while.
Did he take an arrow to the knee? Is that why he's not an adventurer anymore?
He might have been an adventurer. He was an adventurer at one time, but now, he's he just makes cheese for us. He lives in a cabin deep in the Muttonwood all alone. But, he's so good with the local wildlife. He brings us milk, butter, cheese, everything. He's usually here every 3 days, and he hasn't been here for a while.
Maybe he's dead.
You shouldn't say such things.
Well, that's the truth. Adventuring is a dangerous business. I've nearly died several times now.
Oh, the poor cheese man. He may have died a horrible death. Oh, he was once a great adventurer, but he has met his fate.
Hey Mel, during the conversation, the owlbear has tried to stealthily move
table.
and has made his way to the corner here. He attempted to sleight of hand a piece of these pies, and then has stealthily perched himself in the corner over here on one of the stools. So instead of sitting in the stool, I am a 6'1" individual perched in the stool, eating a piece of pie.
And
He's sitting the way.
very obvious to everyone around.
Correct. Yeah.
With your lovely fail on your stealth check.
But whether I fail or not, I always think I'm.
The owlbear loves the pie. Yes, he does.
Okay.
This is why I have earplugs.
You guys are gonna entertain me tonight. Oh.
That's why we're here, Mel.
Okay.
As much as I would really like to sit and eat your food, rescuing the cheesemaker seemed like a far preferable option. And then I just look around the room.
You'd really go check on Peter? Piotr?
Well, if I have to go check on Peter or keep listening to this music,
So the owlbear hears Jack talk about somebody missing. And so he gets up from his perch and walks across the top of the bar, and then squats down in front of Jack, Fargo, and the bartender. And he basically sticks his cowled face right into the bartender's face and says, "Missing? Did you say someone's missing? This looks like a job for the owlbear."
and
Strum, the owlbear. Dun, 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 dun. And then I put my loot away
Jack,
and get my food.
Jack sort of peeks around the owlbear's leg and says, "Pretend he's not there. He wants you to not see him."
Where do I find you people?
Oh my cheeks hurt from laughing.
We brought DM, guys. Good job.
And I reach down and grab like a handful of pie and start eating it as it's dropping all over me and all over the bar. And again, with a mouthful of food, I said, "You said there's somebody missing. What's up today? Give me some information."
Mr. Owlbear, you might want to have a little drink of this to wash that down. Throw off from the wine.
And I reach back and just start chugging the wine.
Oh, wow. Owlbear, how long have you been there? I haven't seen you at all.
That's because I'm stealthy. And then I'll jump down and then
I'm gonna grab my vital points away.
Oh my god. Okay. Alright.
Your cellars are so bad.
all you can see is I'm hunkered down by the side of the bar is like from my nose up, and then I keep going down and then come up slowly, and just you see my eyes dart back and forth.
Alright. So. Alright.
Still
So,
eating a handful of pie, by the way.
Horatio, since you asked about the missing cheese man, will tell you all about Piotr Fromanshan. That is his name, Piotr Fromanshan. His place is just a dozen or so miles up the Pineberry Trail. It's a flat cabin with a little well and a mule stable. A day's walk or so. He lives all by himself, close to the Bray Glade. And that's really all he gives you.
Mel, can I ask you, what time of day is it?
Early evening.
Early eve. Perhaps it would be wise maybe if we stay the evening here and then search for him in the morning?
Are you going to keep playing music?
No, I think I'm just enjoying the wine for now.
That's a good plan. Enjoy that wine.
And try to find out where that remarkable owlbear man is hiding. He is so stealthy.
And you see me back, well, I have a 17 stealth, and I'm back behind the bar, and I'm grabbing like cheese and any dried good foods, and I'm shoving them in my pockets. And I have a 12 stealth, or a 17 stealth, and a 12 sleight.
Dang, nobody even saw the owlbear. And I'm just going to wink at the halfling, like pleadingly wink.
And I hunker down and then slowly move behind Jack, and I pop up behind him. I'm right here.
Ah!
Oh, you almost gave back.
Okay. Alright.
The shadow.
Oh. So you guys are going to bed down here for the evening. Are there any mountaineering supplies or anything you would like to purchase while you are here?
I would like to purchase some pittance.
Okay.
Because you said mountain supplies, so I'm assuming we're near a mountain.
Yeah, there's a mountain in the distance.
Okay. I will also buy an extra 100 feet of rope.
Okay. Oh, by the way, everybody gets an inspiration.
Yay!
For offering to help and go find this elderly goatsman.
For breaking the DM.
I was going to say the same thing. It wasn't for breaking the DM.
No, it wasn't for breaking the DM. That's actually it's actually written into the adventure that if you offer to help, that you get an inspiration.
What is this adventure you speak of?
Now, before I commit to helping.
Oh, it's already done, Fargo.
Oh. Dude, guys, we didn't negotiate our contract.
Yes, we did. We're saved from whatever was going to befall us tonight in exchange for helping them.
Well, you would have nothing to fear because I am the greatest protector of all time. I could have found this protection in the first, but no need.
This is also why I have earplugs.
Don't worry. The owl bear watches over you.
Oh, I'm totally not worried now. And I'm going to look at the bartender and mouth, "Help me!"
Horatio's just gonna wink at you.
By the way, Jack, may I pet your badger?
I wouldn't do that if I were you.
Why does the badger not like Pierre?
Have you ever met a badger?
Well, I've met several badgers. I've made great friends with badgers.
Let me count your fingers.
I'll hold up my fingers and go, I have all of them.
Then you didn't make good friends with them.
They don't want my fingers. I help feed them sometimes.
Yeah, no, don't do it.
Okay. If you don't want me to touch your friend, I won't.
Your playing is impeccable, and I would hate for your ability to sing to be compromised.
I have no idea what you're talking about. I don't think it's wiggle wine.
When I built it, I used the personality design overlay of a badger, and well, they really aren't the most pleasant creatures, but it's well behaved. I was able to program it to be very well behaved, but it's really only well behaved to me. I'm still working on it, but it's going to take some time.
Yeah, it is a metal. It is a metal badger.
Out of game, can I actually try to use like an animal handling on him? Not that I'm going to, but just for future reference.
Well, you know he's an iron construct, Beans.
Yeah, it's not even a real badger.
I know. I'm just saying, you said you designed it around a badger, so I was curious.
Yeah, I used the personality overlay, which means it has the temperament of a don't mess with me.
Okay.
And you can try to pet it. I will not promise you will get away with all your fingers.
But as the way, speaking of climbing instruments like fingers, I will also need a grappling hook.
Okay. Alright, so you can get the items you need for mountaineering. I'll let you know how much gold it costs after I look it up in the DM later.
No need. I'll overpay.
Okay. That works for me. Alright, so you guys...
I will, I'll throw them, let's say 4 gold over there. That should easily cover it, correct?
Yeah. It certainly should. Alright. Okie dokie. So you guys bed down for the night. You will wake in the morning, and Horatio has prepared you a fine feast of a breakfast, actually. You got home-cooked eggs, fried potatoes, you got some nice mutton again, there's fresh bread, even a little bit of goat butter to go with the bread, a little bit of goat cheese. There's a wide variety of fruits and vegetables to choose from. I mean, he is stuffing you full of food.
I'm going to see if I can pick out a way to make kind of like what would be the equivalent of a breakfast cereal. You know what I mean? Some nuts, some berries, almost like a trail mix, but with some crispy stuff in there. And then pour a little bit of milk in it. Sure. Eat it.
Sure thing. Alright, anybody else want to do anything before you leave for the day?
Nope, I'm good.
Okay. Oh, okay, that's why. Alrighty. So you guys go ahead and leave for the day. And And let me throw you back on the map. Alright. So you're walking through. You leave for the day and you're heading on this forested trail here. It's going to take you approximately 1 day to get to the Fromachan cabin, where he is. Alright, so let's see what happens while you're walking through the cabin, or through the woods.
Oh, by the way, woods are my favorite terrain as a ranger.
Okay.
All terrain is the owlbear's favorite
woods,
terrain.
All bears are unbeatable in all terrain. They're the Hummer of terrains.
Alright. So, walking along. So as you're walking along, you come across a... Well, I don't want to move that. Why can't I move your characters, guys? There we go, I can move that one. What the heck? Oh, that's fine. Let's move this down a little bit. No, I can't. There we go. The badger came back. The badger came back the very next day. Alright. So you're walking along and you come across a pineberry patch. There are, let's see, 6 pineberry bushes in this pineberry patch. So if you'd like, you can pick some berries, just to have as a snack or whatever.
A full pouch.
All right.
Do I need to make a check, or do I know these are good?
Nope, you know they're good.
All right, I'll
As a
fill
matter of
up.
fact, you ate some for breakfast this morning already.
Ah, good. As a preemptive idea here, I am going to cast Good Berry and put those berries in a separate pouch.
Okay.
This is a really nice day to go for a walk.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Every day in the forest is a great day for a walk, my friends.
Bullshit.
Is that other guy really perching on a rock right now?
Yes.
Hey, you guys want to see something funny? Watch this. I'm going to take a handful of berries and some towards the owl bear. See if he tries to retrieve.
You're throwing berries at an owl bear.
No, I'm not trying to hit him. I'm throwing them out like if you were to feed a bird or whatever, kind of in the road to see if he tries to stealthily try to get them.
Oh yeah, he stealthily hid. I don't know if he's trying to eat him or not. Wow. Okay.
No, the owlbear is hiding behind the rock now.
I must have scared him.
Hide behind a rock. Dudes.
Oh my god.
Dudes. Did you hear me?
Yes, I know the reference. And obviously Jesse does too.
Do you know the reference, Jesse? Half
No.
full, hide behind a rock.
Yeah.
It's Jason Mewes. Alright. So, yeah, you picked your good berries, or your pine berries, you put them in your pouches. All that lovely, fun stuff. And you continue on your walk. Further down and further down. Let's see what else happens while you're continuing on your walk. Do. So, you come across a ram carcass. So there's a big dead ram off the side of the path. And it appears that it was half eaten.
Quite suspicious.
I seem to be having future
I was
visions
about to say, I want
of
to investigate
yaks.
the body. See, pull that yak out, buddy.
All right. You investigate the body and you see that there are some
I'm making a nature check to see if it's an animal potentially that I might know that attacked it.
It looks, well, beans. Yeah, you're not seeing what it is. Owlbear there, you're seeing that whatever attacked this was a large creature. Yeah,
with a 17, do I know what creature, or I just know that it's large?
You know that it's a large creature that appears to have tore into the flesh somewhat ravenously.
So if you look here, you can see where this creature, probably 3 times the size of this goat, swooped down and just ripped into it, killing it in one shot. We need to be on our guard. And then I run off into the bush.
I can't. Oh my god, I can't even.
He is indeed a unique individual, and you do not hear me say that much.
All right.
This is why I
Okay then.
Well then, I found myself probably the weirdest group I've ever been in.
Definitely unique. All right. A couple more hours pass by. Let's see what else you guys encounter. We'll just do some random ones here. All right. Okay. You're laughing because the owlbear hid?
he critted.
Yes. Well, he rolled a nat 20. I would just, you don't call that a crit.
You do when you're the owlbear.
Okay. Yeah. So as you're sitting around, all right. I don't even know why I'm doing this, but I am.
Fargo, you're going to have to deliver a goat.
You come upon a herd of grazing goats.
Oh no!
They're just.
I am going to jump down from my little perch and attempt to intermingle in between them and kind of hide like the sheepdog that hides amongst.
Oh my god.
What?
Oh my god. Oh my god.
And I do have a animal handling to try and, schmooze amongst them so they don't get... Because after all, I am a predatorial animal.
Really quick, do I see a herder or anything with them?
Hold on. No.
Or are they...
You don't see a herder with them. I'm looking to see if they actually notice. Yeah, no, they don't notice you.
Pierre,
The owlbear might as well just be another goat.
Pierre,
I'll even let out
Yes.
a. Meh.
are you the one that hired this guy?
I didn't hire him. I thought you brought him.
I'd never seen this guy before today.
Jack, did you bring him along?
I've never seen him at all. He's a master of self-disguise.
Most likely, I was hiding when you guys were talking about going somewhere, and I just tagged along.
Well,
Oh my god.
where'd he go?
Meh.
Well, I know animals in this type of terrain quite well, and that goat definitely sounded quite sickly.
He's maybe choked on a peanut.
That hurts. Oh, my sides.
All right. Are you guys doing anything? The goats are not attacking or anything. They're just happily grazing.
If they're free range goats, I'm gonna let them be.
All right. Oh my gosh. Okay, guys. I need to use the restroom, so I will be back shortly.
Okay.
Please put the intermission on.
I will.
Back in 5, guys. So you like I'm back.
Yes, you are.
I'm front too. I have both. I take it Jesse's AFK as well.
No, just muted because I'm eating chips.
Ah. Ugh. This might be the funniest character I've ever seen Mook make. That's fine.
Okay, guys, I am back. Wow.
Hello.
That was weird. Okay. Huh. Oh, that's fine. Okay. That's so weird. That's what I want. Okay. Alright, so grazing herd. Were you guys going to do anything with this grazing herd?
Nope.
Alrighty then. Well, there goes that random encounter too. Alright, you guys are doing good. Okay, so you move on. And you keep going. So let's see. We've been traveling, I'd say, for about, well, you've been traveling, I'd say, for about 8 hours. Is everyone in here? Is Mark back? I didn't even check.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Alright, so you guys have been traveling for about 8 hours. We'll do one more random encounter and see what happens. Jeez. What?
Nothing. It's the same roll you made for the sheep.
No, it's not.
Oh, I thought it was. My bad.
No, you come across another patch of pine berries.
Oh, maybe
wait,
that's
no, not
what I
pine
thought it was
berries.
for.
My bad. You come across a small, cold mountain spring.
Ooh.
And let's see.
Look, a mountain spring.
Yep, it's a small, cold mountain spring, so you can actually fill water skins, canteens, whatever, if you so desire.
Ah, the water is so good.
It is. It's nice and fresh and refreshing and cool and just super nice.
Fargo, man of your renown, you would appreciate it.
Sure, if you say so.
All right. So you fill your canteens if you so desire. And you continue walking a little bit, and it is reaching dusk. So it says here, you guys will actually come to the edge of a clearing. The bleating of wild goats roaming the woods grows a little clearer as the curtain of pine trees open up to reveal a large, flat log cabin in a snowy clearing. A dim glow trickles out of the greasy panes of glass in the windows, and only a wisp of sooty smoke curled up from the stone-stacked chimney. It looks like the old cabin is empty now, but not for a very long time, so it wouldn't hurt to look around.
I'll knock just to double check, or is the door open?
Let me put you on just here map. So
All right.
you guys come to the edge of the clearing. I would say let's do this. Fargo, Budapest. There you are. Da, da, da.
The one and only.
Yes. Check. Pierre. And we'll put the owl bear right there, perched on some hay. Alright. So you want to knock on the door?
Yes, I think that would be the only polite thing to do.
Alright, so you go up and knock on the door, and
Window.
you'll find a window. But you knock on the door, and yeah, no one answers.
This man was once an adventurer. Perhaps we should make sure he does not trap his entrances.
Alright, Pierre, I put you in front of the door. It's at the bottom of the map.
Oh, okay. I thought the other thing was the door.
I thought so too at first, but I realized that's a window. So yeah, there goes his windows.
Jack will put on his spectacles and take a good look at this door and see if it's locked or trapped or whatever. Just take a good look at it.
All right, so Jack will bring you down here around to the door where Pierre is. We'll bring your badger with you. So you look around and the door does not appear to be locked. I will say, let's see here.
Is the window locked?
No.
Okay. I'm going to push it open and try to climb through.
Okay. So there are a bunch of wild goats roaming around outside here as well. Just so you know. Okay. So there's a dozen wild goats and sheep wandering around, just so you know.
Again?
Yes.
Jeez.
Well, I mean, we are in the mountains.
Actually, they won't be over there. They'll be over here, and over here. This one will be over here. And we'll actually have two of them up on the porch here. Alright. So the door is unlocked. The window is unlocked, so you can actually go in to the window.
Yeah, I'll open it and just be perched on the window looking around in the...
All right.
I'm going to look for a back door.
You're going to walk around the house, Fargo?
Yeah. So I'll probably get about right there. Oh, yeah, back door.
All right, go ahead and roll a perception check for me.
Ooh, I will do so. As soon as my connection to the server has not been interrupted.
Actually, Jack, I will point out, I didn't see this until just now. It actually looks like the front door is slightly ajar. And if you look at it closely, you can see that it was pried open.
Oh, pried open?
Mm-hmm.
I see nothing.
Okay, Fargo sees nothing as he's walking around.
I will walk in the back door.
Jacques, I think there may be trouble afoot.
What gives you that impression? As Beatrice is growling.
Well, the door looks like it was forced open, no?
All signs point to yes. It doesn't look like it was a very high-skilled job either. I mean, they left some damage here. Probably used crude tools. I would be careful. Beatrice, I want you to execute Defensive Protocol 7A 6B.
I'm gonna look at the animal and see what it does when he says that.
Its eyes flash green momentarily before they go back to the normal, intimidating red.
All right, Fargo, where are you exploring outside looking for the back door?
Oh, I was going around the building.
Okay.
Try to jump up with something in. So like around the haystacks here and just kind of around. So look, more goats.
Yes, more goats. Are you going to keep going around the building? Like
Well,
make a full circuit, or what are you doing?
Once I see a door, I'm gonna see if it's locked.
I don't know if that's a door or not.
It looks like a door.
It looks like a door.
It does look like a potential door, yes.
Yeah, it does.
Now, the question is it locked?
No.
I will slowly open it, and then I will roll a stealth check.
All right.
I'm going to pull both of my weapons out. And, of course, the short sword will glow slightly. And I'm going to slowly move in through the front door.
And I will pull out my repeating slingshot.
You're what now?
My repeating slingshot.
That sounds awesome.
Where does he get all those incredible toys?
Where does he get all those incredible toys?
All right. So Mark went in. The owlbear went in through a window. Fargo's going in through a door, and then Jack and Pierre are going in through another door. Alrighty then.
That was a 21 for the stealth check.
Okay. So Fargo, I don't know how you're going to stealthily go in through a door.
Put his hands
Wee
over his
little
eyes.
man.
If he can't see them, they can't see him.
Okay. It does not say which is which, so that's weird. Alright, so we'll start with Jack and Pierre. You guys, are you going in?
I plan on it, yes.
Okay, so you go in the door, and it is cool in here. You see some clay jugs of white liquid. You see some wheels of cheese, and you see a mountain ram skin rug that you're currently standing on. You see a barrel that has some sort of jerky meat in it. So what would you like to do in here?
Gonna keep weapons in hand. Slowly move up to the jerky meat area. Grab a slice while holding on to my sword, between my thumb and pointy finger. Take a bite. Be chewing on it as I walk in.
Oh, Jesus.
It is slightly peppery with a bit of tang to it. Tastes like goat.
Quite good. I'll just keep moving slowly forward. I'm not really being stealthy so much as just careful that something might jump out at me.
Fargo's being stealthy as he moves deeper inside.
Alright.
Just going to check this door here.
Alright. So, Fargo. You come inside. It looks like there are some what appear to be half-made dairy products. There's some farm tools, living implements. In the corner of that room, you see stairs leading down to the storage cellar where Pierre currently is. And go ahead and you see footprints, boot prints, hoof prints throughout the cabin as well. Owlbear, you're basically seeing the same thing because you came in through a window into the main living area of the cabin.
All right.
Okay.
I want to look at the boot prints and see if they look like they are all from the same person.
All right, go ahead and roll an investigation. They just look like boot prints, so you're really not able to see.
They're all the same size. All right.
Fargo's going to look for anything valuable because that's what Fargo does.
All right, where are you going to look for something valuable?
In this room here.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a perception check. All right. You find a small lockbox that has 4 gold, 13 silver, and 12 copper in it.
I pocket it.
Okay. There's 2 beds. One of them actually does not appear to be used, but there are hundreds of scraps of paper and leather on top of the bed.
Okay, I'll check that out.
Okay. I'm looking at it. They look like recipes to you.
I better hide these from Pierre. He might try to make this. I'll pocket that too.
Okay. Anybody else going to investigate anything, look around, do anything?
Yeah, I'm gonna go look around and check out this room.
All right. So basically it is an indoor outhouse. There's some grooming products in there. And it kind of stinks like someone pooped.
I'm gonna use.
You're gonna use the privy. Hey, when you gotta go, man. All right. Anybody else wanna
It's
look
digging a
around?
hole.
Huh?
He said it beats digging a hole in the ground.
Uh-huh.
So Jack is going to make sure the door is secured behind him.
Okay.
And once the door is secured, and gazing upon how well everybody is taking a look at the scene, they're not. He's going to make his way around. So we're looking into a missing person. Is there any recent evidence that a person was here? And if so, how long ago?
All right. Go ahead and roll me an investigation check.
All right. I am still wearing my special spectacles.
Okay.
Roll investigation checks with advantage. A 16.
All right. So, what you see, you can see that it looks like someone has been here within the last few days. You also, are you just investigating the cellar, or are you going up to the main floor?
Well, I'm going to just sort of poke around the room before I go up. I don't want to move on until I've had a chance to take a look at where I'm at. I know that this was whoever made their way into this, because we have signs of a forced entry, they would have come through here too.
Okay. While you're looking around the room that you're in, you were looking at the jerky, and you actually did realize, or see, or notice, or whatever, that it had a false compartment in it.
Okay, so I will move aside the goat jerky and see what's in that false compartment.
Okay, it looks like there is a short sword in there.
Who would hide a short sword inside of their goat jerky?
Well, that's a good question. It is a.
I'm on some cheese, man. Cheesemaker.
It is a +1 short sword with a special holly bark hilt.
Ooh.
Holly.
Yes.
Huh. That's an unusual wood.
Mm-hmm. You'll also notice as you look around, there's a window in the cellar, and you'll see that there is a single carved chunk of holly bark nailed to the window.
Okay, that is really bizarre.
And you notice there's one nailed above the door as well.
Okay, what do I know about holly bark? Because it sounds like this guy is trying to ward off something. What out there might be scared of holly bark? Is it goats? Because there's a lot of goats.
He's not wrong, though. There are a lot of goats.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a history check for me.
We'll spend my inspiration on this to get advantage.
Okay.
And I will give you a 15.
All right. So you've heard rumors, maybe even you heard one of the Horatio, the Sour Batch Lodge owner, mentioned that there's a legend that there's a race of boogeymen called Bray Men that are out here in this area, and that the locals claim that the Bray Men can be warded away with holly bark.
Gray men?
Bray Men, B-R-A-Y.
Gray men. Okay. And they're warded off with holly bark,
Yep.
and they're like a boogeyman.
Yep.
Okay. Did she say anything about what the Bray men do, or it's just something people are frightened of?
So the Bray Men, you've heard, and while you guys were at the lodge, you heard, and I don't know why it didn't say that, but so it looks like they are said to be large muscled humanoids with the head, shoulders, and legs of mangy goats or rams, but with a set of rasping, serrated fangs lining their jutting maw. So you heard that they can be warded away with holly bark. You also heard, though, giving them a horse or a mule with a quickly slashed throat on the road can buy your life in a pinch.
So we saw a slashed open goat on the way here, didn't we?
Yes, you did.
So somebody might have left that there to ward them off?
Or to get away from them, possibly.
Okay, and there was evidence that that corpse was munched on.
Yes.
Okay, so but we don't know conclusively what munched on it.
Exactly.
Okay, well, so I'm going to make my way up, and I'm going to be turning that sword over in my hand, which is much larger in my hand than it would be in my friend Pierre's hand.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to say, this guy, he was kind of bizarrely obsessed.
How do you mean?
Well, so there's holly bark posted in and above all entrances to the building, including the entrances that Owlbear uses. And, well, this was hidden in that goat jerky bin, and I'll show it. I'll say the hilt was made out of Hollywood, which I don't recommend building anything made out of wood. It's made from holly. It's a terrible material. It doesn't age very well at all. That's fine construction. And I swing it around a little bit and I say, I think it's magical.
Can I see it just for a second? I'll give it right back.
Yeah, sure. I like I said, I wouldn't trust the craftsmanship, but here you go.
Okay, I'm going to take a look at it. The fact that it's made from trees and not usually used on weaponry.
Well, the hilt is made of tree.
Well, I mean the hilt. That's
Yeah,
what I'm talking about.
the blade appears to be metal, but the hilt is made of Hollywood.
I'm going to look at that and see, in my opinion, if I would assume it was magical, or if he had somehow curated the wood in a way that would have, strengthened it.
Okay, roll. Are you a craftsman?
I'm a ranger, so I know about trees. I know the wood would age well. I mean, if you want to give me a nature on that.
Go ahead. Yeah.
No, I ain't gonna do it. All right, I am going to. I'm gonna go ahead and blow a detect magic.
Okay. It's a +1 short sword.
It's a +1 short sword with a Hollywood bark.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I know you already knew, but what you didn't tell me, or did you know? Did your character?
Yeah. Well, my character can make magic weapons.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, I must have missed that. I'm sorry.
Oh no, I never told you. But
okay.
I know my character knows how to craft +1 weapons and can do it in a pinch if you needed your weapon enchanted for any reason.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because the way you said it, I thought you were suspicious that it was, but didn't know.
No, I'm suspicious of what it's made of. Because it's not the best or most practical choice. If I was going to make a magic item, I'd want to use the finest materials, not this.
Exactly, yeah. It doesn't appear that he's done anything particularly special with the wood, but the item itself is magical for sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he hid it under in a false compartment under a bunch of goat jerky. That's kind of weird too. I mean, who would hide their weapons at the door? Like, who would hide their weapons? Like, I'd just want it ready in a pinch.
Yes, that's usually the way I would prefer it too. And you found this in the cellar?
Yeah. In that barrel of jerky that you smell strongly of.
Yes, the fragrant of jerky. Okay, also delicious. But I shall not get sidetracked.
Yeah, it kind of offends my gnomish nose. But this is kind of weird. But yeah, nailed bark at all the windows, nailed bark above the door. When I was talking to the woman last night at the about the festival, she was telling us about. She told me about some local boogeymen called the Bray Men, and apparently they're like big men, but they got heads of goats with fangs, and they eat people. But they can be warded off with holly bark. And this man has put it at every entrance to this place, every single one.
Mel, have I ever heard of these Bremen?
Not until last night, no.
Okay. Maybe, just maybe, it would be good for us to keep some of this wood with us, no?
Couldn't hurt. I mean, there's a sword right here.
Yeah, I mean, of course, warding, I guess if we were to set up a camp, it could be useful. But, the weapon seems fantastic. So, if you need a good weapon, I would bring it along.
No, it's okay. I got my repeating slingshot. I'm getting a little worried about those goats, though. And I look over at the window that Owlbear opened.
Mm-hmm.
And I pull out from my pocket a little mechanical bird and a small Allen wrench.
Okay.
And I wind it up until it starts chirping. And I say, "Oh, okay, Corbin, I need you to keep an eye on the goats, and let me know if you see anything weird." And then I release the mechanical bird outside of the window.
All right. What can this bird do? Does it have extra senses or anything?
It's a familiar, and no, it has no special senses. It has the stat block of a raven. It can call out if it needs to.
Okay.
Can you see through the eyes of it and stuff, or?
Yes, I have a special. My special glasses have a setting on them, so I can see through its eyes.
Ooh, that is quite intriguing. Very interesting. Nonetheless, though, we definitely should investigate the fact that he may be being chased by a Brayman. Hopefully not caught. Maybe I can find a trek somewhere, but first we fully need to investigate this whole cabin.
Maybe there are clues to where he went.
Exactly. That's why we need to search the whole cabin, maybe find something that might, a letter, anything of where he might have went. I'm gonna start just generally searching around the area.
All right. Jack, are you going to search as well?
Well, I don't think we're done searching inside of here. There's still so much we haven't even looked at.
I think that's what Beans meant, was he's going to search around inside the cabin.
Like in the current room I'm in. I was assuming you searched the bottom room because you had found stuff.
Yeah, I found stuff there. Yeah, so the current area, it looks like there's a bunch of crates and stuff, right?
You're in where you're at now. You're in like a living space. It looks like. There are. It just looks like there's some dairy products around here. Farm tools, living implements. Of course, the corner where you just came up from was the storage cellar. There are some muddy scuffs and hoof prints and boot prints throughout the cabin.
So there are tracks. Look at that. I'll point them out to the ranger.
Yeah, I'll do. I did look at the tracks earlier, but you said there was telling them apart of different people, but you didn't mention there were hooves too. Are these just normal goat-looking hooves?
Yeah, go ahead and roll an investigation check to look at him again.
All right.
Alright, while he's doing that, Fargo and Owlbear, are you guys wanting to do anything?
I'm pretty sure I've thoroughly ransacked this bedroom, right?
Yep.
I mean, I've looked under the beds, under the cabinets.
Yeah, you found the recipes and you found that small bit of money.
All right, I'm gonna pop out, be like, "Hey guys, what's up?" As I make my way toward the kitchen.
Sorry.
There's nothing in that room, by the way. There's
Interesting.
absolutely nothing.
Found quite a bit of interesting things.
Oh yeah? What'd you find?
I don't know. What did you find?
Just some beds.
And are the beds why your pockets are bulging?
What bulging? I don't see anything bulging. Oh, it's some recipes, I guess. I mean, they're not valuable. So here.
Did you see recipes?
And that's why I didn't want him to find them. Thanks a lot, new guy.
I am the greatest cook of all time.
That's
Please,
great.
let me have the recipes.
That's great. And we can maybe there's clues in the recipes.
I will look. Yes, please. Hand them over.
I'll hand him over.
I do pride myself on trying to be a decent cook. I'll see if there's anything that seems amiss in the recipes, or if they just look like standard recipes.
There are recipes for 5 different kinds of goat cheese with miscellaneous flavors added to them. There's recipes for goat's milk. There's recipes for goat jerky. There's recipes for like a bunch of different ways to prepare goat meat and using goat byproducts. But they are all just recipes.
See? Boring.
Where did you find these notes? In the bedroom?
Yep.
I'm going to go in the bedroom. I'm going to see, does he have a writing desk in there? Or do I see somewhere where there's a writing desk, papers, anything like that?
There is a small writing desk in the bedroom, yes.
Okay, I am going to take a red candle.
Uh-huh.
And I'm going to look at the different parchments. Top parchment, I'm just going to kind of rub it on there to see if there's any kind of thing that might have been written on it before that it was taken.
All right. You rub the
Like a note.
You rub the candle over the parchment to look and see if there was any impressions left over by a writing utensil. You see the remnants of a recipe.
Ah. Trots.
Alright. Owlbear, are you doing anything at this time?
Yeah, I'll inform everybody that they should probably avoid this back room for a while.
Alright. Are you gonna
And then I'll start looking through the crate.
Alright. Alright, so you're investigating the living room and you're seeing the same thing everybody else is seeing. Some muddy scuffs, hoof prints, and boot prints throughout the cabin. Different implementations and tools for taking care of goats and creating food and all around stuff like that.
Alright. I will go in the main area because I haven't done this yet, where everybody seems to be. I'll come back out of, and I'll make an investigation check. Just to see if anything possibly got missed.
Okay. You guys are just really sucking it up on your investigation checks. All right.
I knew I should have used my inspiration.
All right. So.
Oh shit! Excuse my language. I have the feat lucky.
Mm-hmm.
It depends on the DM. Will you allow me to re-roll that, or do I have to call it when I roll it?
You can re-roll it. That's fine.
Okay.
Okay, finally. All right. So you're looking around, and as you look around some more, you actually pay more attention to the boot prints and stuff on the floor, and you can see, looking at them and looking this way and that and whatever, that it looks like there was a scuffle of some kind between a few armed humanoids that eventually went outside.
Okay. There was a scuffle, and I'm going to do it a la Strider from Lord of the Rings. They moved this way. Then the scuffle went this way. And then it went out this door. And the tracks go to here. And which door is it, by the way, so I can put my token there?
It is that door.
Okay. So, as I explain it, I'll slowly walk through the whole thing. In detail, like, right there was a dodge. He was able to avoid this horrible creature. And then he went out here. And I'll start looking around and see if I can keep the track which way it went, even though it's been a couple days.
Okay. So you want to try to track it outside?
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your
Is this a wooded area first off, or is this considered mountain?
No, it's a wooded area.
Okay, I get advantage on this then.
All right, go ahead and make a investigation or survival.
Well, I'll take the investigation.
All right, so you start to follow the tracks outside. Are you guys going to follow him outside, or what are you guys doing?
I'm talking the whole time I'm doing it. I'm like, and then this went here, and then it went outside, and this...
This is maybe the most fascinating thing that's happened to me the whole time, so I'm going to follow this madman.
All right.
I go to the window and jump out, and then meet him around about him back.
Which window do you go to? That one? Okay. Alright. So you jump out that window, and he's going around outside. Jack is following you. Fargo, you're following as well? Yes?
Yes.
Okay. Alright. Okay. Alright. So, Mark. you jump out the window and go to follow them around, where you are, well, if I put the wrong one up, I don't want that one, where you are immediately accosted as you jump out the window. And Jack, your bird starts cawing or shrieking or whatever noise it makes for danger.
Whoop, whoop, beep, 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 beep.
Yep. So go ahead and roll initiative there, Mark.
The car alarm is going off from the tree.
Yeah.
Oof.
Okay. That one. Alright. There we go. Why didn't those go in there? Son of a peanut.
Okay, looks like Jack acts on 8.
Okay. And that one.
Are all of us wrong initiative or just Mark?
Mark and Jack is the Mark and the bird for now, and then and Jack would probably roll initiative as well because his bird's going, but the rest of you don't know just yet. So Jack, you go on 8.
Yeah.
I'm assuming we hear the bird, correct?
I don't know.
Bird hasn't had a chance to act yet.
Oh, okay.
Alrighty. So, Mark, you jump out the window, and as you jump out the window, a hobgoblin springs out at you. And you get to go first. So, what would you like to do?
Ah!
You hear me scream like a little girl. And then I will go ahead and attack this first one that's closest to me
Okay.
with my so I'll use my attack and a bonus action. First attack. 14. It's a hit.
14 will miss.
Okay.
You said you had 2 attacks?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright,
18.
That will hit.
For 4.
Alright.
That's it.
Alright. So this one will go up next. And he's with you, so he will.
Sorry, Mel. That should be 1. That's my offhand. I don't add the +3. So just 1 point.
Okay. I'll fix that then. Alright. So it will reach out with its great sword and attack you twice. I'm assuming a 5 does not hit.
No, but that 14 does.
Oh, and that's the one that does 13 points of damage. Wow.
Ooh.
Eesh.
It almost rolled max damage. Okay. Next up is Jack.
All right, so that's when you start hearing the sound of a car alarm coming from off to the left. And Jack looks around, really scared. Gets out the slingshot, and he is going to come around.
Mm-hmm.
That's as fast as Jack can move.
Okay. Let's see.
And then, let's see. That's a move. As a bonus action, I'm going to pull 3 small metal balls out of my pocket, and then twist little keys on each one, and then begin whirring and hissing with smoke. Can I see anything from there?
Not really. You see a goat in front of you. 2 of them, actually. But if you're looking through your bird's eyes, then you can see.
But that would take my action. I'm going to leave the bird there just to keep screaming.
Okay.
And I'm going to come around to there. Do I see anything?
Yes, you see a couple of hobgoblins that look like they're attacking the owl bear.
Oh no, owl bear! And I'm going to prep to use those sling bullets when I get a chance. And at the end of my turn, then Beatrice can act. So Beatrice, since I used my bonus action, cannot do anything besides simply move to me or move and dodge. So Beatrice is going to follow along and take the dodge action.
Okay. All right. So then the next hobgoblin is going to come up and try to attack you, Mark. So he's going to move up here. And go ahead and try to attack. Does a 10 hit?
No.
All right. So it reaches up and it tries to attack. Okay. All right. And then Fargo and Pierre. You guys heard the bird start howling or whatever. It sounds like a car alarm going off. And you saw Jack run around the corner. And so you guys can now roll initiative to get added to the turn.
What is that god awful noise?
Fargo. All right. So Fargo, you heard everything, and you get to go first.
Fargo's going to go investigate what that noise is.
All right.
25. I need to see the screen. 10, 15, 20. I can get up to there, it looks like.
Okay.
With a double move.
All right. Pierre.
All right. We are going to let's see, I can move 35, so 1, 2. There. It puts me there. I'm gonna cast Hunter's Mark on That one right there.
Okay.
And Hunter Mark is an action, not a bonus action, correct? Let me double check.
No, it's a bonus
Bonus
action.
It's a bonus?
Yep.
All right, then I'm going to do a full-on dash and get right there.
Okay. Alrighty then. Owlbear.
The owlbear yells out, "Feel my wrath!" And I attack. I'm gonna rage.
Alright. Which one are you attacking?
For one right in front of me.
Okay. It misses. And your second attack misses as well.
Okay.
Alright. So that one there is going to try to attack you. 17 to hit.
It's
And now you said you don't take damage while you're in your rage?
no, it's a normal rage. I'll take half.
Okay. So you take 6 points of damage from that
It's
one.
just a normal rage.
Yep.
And then
No, it's the rage of an owl bear. It's much cooler looking.
Correct. My feathers are on end.
Okay. Alright. The 9 misses, I'm assuming?
Yes.
Alright. So you took 6 points of piercing damage as the hobgoblin reaches back with his great sword and stabs at you as you're raging. Jack.
All right. So I've seen all of this happen.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to yell, Beatrice, attack formation Delta 7, and point.
Okay.
And Beatrice runs loudly, clunk, 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 runs right up here and attacks the foe sitting right next to the one that they both seem to be engaged with.
Yes.
Which one seems to be messing with Owlbear?
They're both engaged with Owlbear, but the one that Beatrice is directly in front of is the one who has been damaging Owlbear more.
Yeah. So it's going to attack that one there.
Okay.
But I have to let it act after me. I can't. Technically, it has to act after I act.
Okay.
So that's the way that it works. So I'll let it attack after I go. I'm going to move up to here, and then take my sling bullets, which are actually castings of magic stone. I'm going to go after the same one.
Okay.
I hope. No, that's not showing up. I'll try again. There it goes. That'll show up for you. I might have accidentally cast it twice.
Okay.
But the...
So.
Oh, it was a crit. Holy cow.
Nice. So.
Wait, no, that was with advantage. So it doesn't get that, but it's a regular hit for 9 points of damage.
And then critical. Oh, the. Okay.
Yeah.
So
If
9 points.
9 points.
So you've got these magic stones that you whip out at this hobgoblin here as you nail him in the temple with one of your stones.
All right, and then that's one attack. I have another attack. I'll try again.
Okay.
Oh, super delay. The second one is a 24 to hit for another 5 damage.
Okay, so
Magic.
you throw another stone at him as it reaches out and nails him in the head again.
All right, and then as the bonus action, that's when Beatrice the Badger will attack.
All right.
All right, under extras, Beatrice the Bronze Badger, and attack. All right. That is a 16 to hit.
And that will miss.
It misses, you said?
Yeah, that misses.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
And that is the end.
Okay, and your bird's not doing anything?
Just making the noise.
Alright, so it's still continuing to shriek. Alrighty then. Okay, so then this one here is, oh boy. Yeah,
I hunter marked him. I gave him the big old insults.
yeah, so he will turn around and attack you. 7 to hit?
No.
Okay. Alright. Fargo Budapest.
Fargo Budapest is looking at a Hy-Vee magazine with recipes. Well, my friends are still in need of assistance to turn everything on my way. So 5, 10, 15, 20. Ugh. 5 and 15, 20. I can get to there. And then that's it.
You don't have
So,
to...
oh!
Wait, you're within range of attacking something. Or
I
you
had
double moved.
I double moved.
Oh, you're not going to try to shoot him with your bow?
No, because I realized last time we played that I'm much better dual wielding with my sneak attacks.
Ah, okay.
And this badger is bigger than me, so I can hide behind it. Which I will actually do a stealth check if I can.
Alright, go ahead and do your stealth check to try to hide. And they'll see if they can see you.
Yay for mechanical badgers that are bigger than me.
Don't get too close, it'll bite you.
Yeah, the badger knows you're there.
Neither one of them sees you.
It does see me? Was it 15?
No, I said neither one sees you.
Oh!
They're
Okay.
too freaked out by the bird.
Yeah, right. Alright, so Fargo came up and he hid behind the badger. Pierre!
Ah! You meet your death now! And I take a very swashbuckler stance and attack the first time with my silver rapier.
Okay. And that does hit, as you slash with your silver rapier, carving a P into its chest.
And then I will put an I in the P with my second rapier attack.
And so you carve a P into its chest, and to dot the I with the P, you stab it as it goes into the heart, and a gush of blood comes out as this hobgoblin drops dead to the ground.
And then with the glowing offhanded weapon, I will smack the one next to him. Hey, does the bird give me advantage? No?
I would say
Anybody?
you think, You are the
I
only
don't think I have
person
it
that
ready.
doesn't get advantage on him.
Oh, it doesn't give you advantage. It's just really noisy and kind of annoying, probably at this point. And you're wondering why your neighbors won't turn off their car alarm.
And for you, big man, taste my rat.
And he just laughs at you.
Well, it's my offhand.
All right. So then we've got the owl.
Oh,
bear.
I'm switching my hunter's mark too.
Okay. So then we have the owl bear. So one of your opponents has been felled, but the second is still standing.
Okay, so the owl bear is still enraged. Will focus his attack on that.
You do have advantage because Fargo is providing you advantage over there.
You're welcome.
All right.
So 26 for 9.
Was that a crit, or is that your sneak
No,
attack?
that's normal.
Okay.
I don't have a sneak attack because oh no, yeah I do.
Yeah,
Yeah, so 26 and 13, 14, another 2 because I'm raging.
So wait. Okay, so it was 26 to hit, and then you do 14
Correct.
points of damage. Or
Correct. 26 to hit, 14 damage.
okay. Alrighty then. So you're raging as you reach out. What kind of weapon do you have?
Their claws, they do a decent. They're slashing.
Alright, so you reach out with your claws and you slash a nice furrow of slash marks down the chest of this owl bear.
Berserker Barrage.
And then I will go ahead with my offhand and 22
Will hit.
to 4 damage. 5, 6 because I'm raging. So 6 damage.
Alright, so you make a second set of slash marks down this hobgoblin's chest with your other set of claws.
And I'm done.
Alright, and it is his turn to retaliate. And he's definitely not a happy camper. So oh, why did I do that? Oh my goodness. Alright,
Oh, guys, it's going to attack us twice.
yeah. Does an 11 hit?
Me, no.
Okay, for his second attack, does a 12 hit?
No, it does not.
Alright, so it reaches out to slash you with his sword twice, but has lost so much blood that he can't swing it quite hard enough. And Jack.
Jack will scream, Owlbear, are you all right? Owlbear is not answering.
He's drooling on himself.
The owl bear feasts on fear.
I guess that's a maybe. And I will attempt to attack this creature with the only activated magical rock I still have.
Okay.
All right, so a 21 to hit for
Will
6
hit.
magical bludgeoning damage.
Alright, so you attack him with your activated magical rock, hitting him in the temple once again, right where you hit him before, as you are able to finally successfully knock him to the ground as he falls.
techno magical rock.
All right.
That where the what just happened?
When I came out the window, I startled them. One of them screeched, and then I pressed my attack.
That was the bird that was screeching. Oh, Corbin, stop it! And then it goes.
What was the girly scream before the bird?
That was them when I startled them.
Ah, I see. You look wounded. You are bleeding. Do you need anything? Do you have something to heal? Or do you need a potion or something?
He drank down a potion already.
Oh, he already did.
Yeah.
He beat me to it.
The owl bear does not bleed like a normal man.
No,
So
he makes me bleed my own
bleed
blood.
like-
So while they're talking, I'm going to go ahead and start looting these bodies.
All right.
Does the owl bear bleed like an owl bear?
Think about that.
My mind is blown.
All right. They have yeah, nothing really to loot off of them. You can take the great sword, I guess, off of the one if you wanted to.
Ugh, this thing is heavy. Someone else take this.
I don't want it.
The owl bear yells out, "Come! The tracks go this way!" And he runs around the corner and then hides.
Okay.
How well off does the owl bear look?
I don't know.
Do you run away already? Yes, he did.
Yeah,
I ran up
away.
and I critted my stealth check when I.
No, can't give him any good berries.
All right.
Owl bear? Where did you?
All right. So you want to go around and look at the tracks again that you were investigating in the first place?
Yes, I do.
Go ahead.
Do. Whoop. Favorite terrain. Come on, load up.
All right. So roll your investigation there.
So Mel, I ran around the corner, stealth, and I will stay hidden, and I'm surveying to see if I ambush us.
Okay.
A whopping 10.
You can't seem to pick up the tracks that you saw before. You guys running out the door and around the corner to battle has muddied it a little bit.
I'll jump out of my hiding spot and see if I can pick up the tree.
All right. So the owl bear jumps out of his hiding spot. And
What the?
you see, it looks like several booted feet and large hooved creatures, perhaps even bipedal ones, left the cabin recently and headed into the wilderness, seemingly grouped together like a pack or a unit.
They went this way. There seems to be multiple of them, so be aware. And I run into the goats.
Okay.
I swore he was an owlbear. He seems more like I don't know, like an owl goat.
And then I'll hide amongst the 4 goats.
All right.
Oh, the sickly followed us here. Okay. Once he points out the trail, can I proceed to try to track it?
Sure, you certainly can.
Okay.
Right. Well then. That works for me. Alrighty then. Ooh, here. You're gonna follow the tracks.
And I'm going to be describing it again as I go. This happened. Then he went this way. Then they went that way. And I'm just going to keep moving forward as I follow the tracks, describing it.
Alright. So. Alright, so
And
you
I
guys...
will have my weapons readied.
Alright, now it comes into play who has dark vision. Because
Me.
it is nearing full-on evening. You guys got to the cabin at dusk. You've been searching around for a couple of hours, I'm assuming, because you guys have been pretty active doing stuff like that. Then you had your battle, so now it's dark out. So you have dark
I
vision.
moon touched what?
Okay, and I know
The
Jack-
short sword.
Jack, you said something about having dark vision as well.
Gnomes have dark vision, and Beatrice has dark vision, but Corbin does not have dark vision. And I would
My short sword works similar to a torch that's moon touched.
Alright.
I'll recall Corbin though, and key Corbin into deactivation and put Corbin back into a pocket.
Alright. And the owlbear, do you have dark vision?
Yeah.
So far, there's the only blind one here.
Again, though, if he stays by me, what's moon touched weapons? Moot. What were they? The distance on them?
Let me see.
I got to take a quick restroom stop. I'll be right back.
Alright.
I think it's 30 feet.
I thought so too.
15 and 15.
Okay. Does anyone else need a restroom break?
I'm good.
I'm good.
Okay. Alright. Well, while he takes his restroom break, he's got that moon touch sword which acts as a torch. So you can see somewhat. There, Fargo.
Okay.
And...
I have torches if need be.
Okay. So, are you guys going to continue to follow the tracks at nighttime?
That seems very unwise. I'm just saying. But if you guys want to, I guess I've got, no other choice but to go with.
Don't worry. The owlbear will watch over you.
You brag like a goat.
And I will look at the owlbear like, what is wrong with you? What is your damage?
He's hiding.
Did you get,
Where
do you go?
Hiding.
Come on, Fargo. How many times did you hide behind animals and shit? Didn't you try to hide in a herd of yaks?
I would look for this guy. 'Cause I'm talking to him, then he just suddenly disappears, and I totally see. I was like, "You're not even hiding well."
Ah.
Oh God.
And I start like walking on all fours like a goat. And I'll come up to Fargo and like and I'll rub his legs with my side of my.
Oh my.
What the hell's wrong with you? Did you get dropped off a cliff as a child or something?
Oh my
Oh
God.
no, this thing, didn't I? What the heck happened?
Owlbear's goatee. I'm just gonna
He's
call
a
it goatee.
I go behind the well here and I.
Dude, I can still see you.
I don't know what you're talking about. He's totally invisible.
And then I jump out and I'm like, see, I am one with the shadows.
No, you're really not.
Okay.
Let me show you how it's done. And I will hide within the goat herd.
Oh my God. So Fargo hides in the goat herd. Holy crap. Okay, guys.
The party is dissolved into hiding in goats.
But the owlbear doesn't see him. Owlbear's looking around going, where'd he go? Okay. So you guys are I'm assuming you're gonna follow the tracks?
Yeah, what were you gonna say, Owlbear?
Nothing.
Yeah, I'll continue to follow the tracks and explain what was happening. As if I can't totally tell what was happening, I'm going to make up the best story as I'm explaining it while I'm going on the tracks.
Okay. Alright. Alrighty then. So we'll take and put you guys back on that map there. Alright. So you guys
I think we're going around in circles, guys.
Alright. So you guys are following things around. And you keep walking and following the tracks. I'm walking and following the tracks. You eventually have to stop for a rest. Because you've been going strong for, I'd say, about 16 hours now. Do you guys want to find a place to camp?
Sounds good.
Sure.
Yeah, sounds good. I'll find myself in that. Find us the best covered area I can. I'm sure between Owlbear and I, we have pretty good survival skills.
Yeah, I'm hiding.
You're hiding. Owlbear! Oh, Owlbear! I have these berries. They're going to go bad. If you eat them, they'll make you feel better. And you won't have to eat for a whole day. Come to think of it, I'm a bit hungry. And I'll eat one of them.
I'll pop up behind him and say, I have a berry intolerance. And then I leap into a bush.
Is anybody else hurt?
Can't say I am.
Is anybody else hungry? They fill
Yes.
you for a whole day. Okay.
What's the fun in that?
Well, you can have more than one if you want.
Leave you feeling kind of sick if you do.
Yeah.
Like one whole day's worth of food and one berry.
But yet you can take tons of them to keep healing. It makes 10.
Well, as the owlbear goes to hide again, I'm gonna look at the others and goes, "There's something not right about that."
Really? You don't say, Kettle.
He seems like he's a perfectly good guy to me. Just maybe a little extravagant.
Oh, good guy, sure, but mentally, he's not all there.
Oh, well,
It's
I
not
mean,
fair to talk about him not around to defend himself.
I got to say, when he gets kind of that crazy look in his eye, though, it's pretty scary. So, everyone done with the berries? Fargo, what are you looking for, Fargo?
I seem to have lost our friend.
Oh, I'm sure he's about.
He is the night.
He
is the light in the darkness. He is the owlbear.
He is not. He is maybe not the hero we think he is, but he is the hero this town deserves.
Oh, yeah.
Does anybody deserve this, though? Really?
So, do you think you'll start following somebody else soon?
I poke my head out of the bush and say, "Not likely."
Jack's just going to try to set up a camp as best he can.
Yeah, I will too. I have my general camp stuff, and I'll find us a nice little safe alcove.
Alright. You guys gonna take a watch for the night, or?
Yep. Plus, I have why? Well, you know what I have because I specifically told you what I was buying. For this specific reason, I have 4 bells and 2 block and tackles with the fishing line. So around our perimeter, I'm going to set up a little deal where it's a trip wire. So that if something doesn't see it and trips it, the bells will go off to wake us up.
Okay.
And
okay.
What's that?
I was gonna say, is anybody else doing anything?
I'm going to Go ahead.
I will take first watch because all I have to do is the little 4-hour trains, so I don't mind doing that.
And Beatrice can actually watch all night because she's immune to exhaustion. So,
wow!
So she can sit up all night and keep an eye on us while we sleep with her passive perception and dark sight.
That is awesome.
It's one of the neat little things about these guys.
That is very cool. All right.
So we've got all kinds of plans set up here to not get snuck up on.
The owlbear will he'll take one of the watches and walk around the perimeter.
Alrighty, so you guys set up your camp for the night. You hunker down. Beatrice is going to do watches all night. Owlbear's going to take a watch. Anybody else still going to take a watch in addition to Beatrice, or no?
I'd already said I'd take the first one too.
Okay, so you're going to do
just
that
to be safer. Yeah.
And Jack's just going to sleep because, Beatrice has better eyes than I do.
Alright, so you guys hunker down for the night.
I'll trust Beatrice.
And Nothing happens. You wake up in the morning and you're fine.
Okay, I'll unrig my rigged contraption
Okay.
and have it ready to set up again next night.
Alrighty. Okay.
Yay, all my spells are back.
So you guys wake up in the morning, you eat your trail rations or what have you, and you get going for the day. You
Sounds like a plan.
follow the tracks around some more and some more and some more. And nothing really happens during the day. You get going. You keep following it. Let's see here. You keep following it until I'd say till the moon's high in the sky, like you did the night before. And it says here, the soft ivory glow from the swollen eye of the moon above cast everything in glimmer and shadow, filtered down through the canopy of the trees above. The night wind came to a halt, and calmness came over the forest around you. The stillness was something you could feel wash over you. Who dares venture into the Bray glade? A gruff voice roars from beyond the trees. State your business here, pay your way, or join the ghost of your ancestors, a second voice added. You spin at the sound, ready for anything. Atop their giant woolly mountain sheep, dyed black with streaks of red, a group of similarly adorned hobgoblins point their jagged spears at you. Punctuating the seriousness of their threat, a monstrous, throaty, bleeding howl echoes across the nearby wilds. So, you guys find yourself here with 1, 2. So this one, let me give him a marker for you. I hate that. No. Okay. So, the one with the little red marker on him is appears to be the leader. And then, although it doesn't really matter, it's weird this way. Check this out. So you got that one, and he's underneath of him. Can't move him. So they're riding on top of these giant goats. Okay.
All 3 of them?
Yes, all 3 of them are riding a giant goat. So
Silly niggas.
I'll get you some goats out here. So you have them. And okay. So everybody go ahead and roll initiative for me. Doesn't necessarily mean anything yet, but
Okay.
pull my turn order thing. Okay.
Jack goes on 10.
Okay.
That's weird. Did it put Jack in at 8?
No, that was the one from before. I just have to change it to 10. Who rolled? Okay, so that one's done. Here was it 13 before and it's not no more. So, alrighty. So here's the top right now, followed by the olobear, and we'll go ahead and do this for them anyways. Just because. Alright, and we'll do that one, they'll go on the same turn. All right. So let's see who goes first. All right, Pierre, you go first. So,
Okay.
They did. Now, I'll remind you. It says, "Who dares venture into Gray Glade?" A gruff voice roared from beyond the trees. "State your business here, pay your way, or join the ghost of your ancestors." A second voice added.
I'll draw my weapons and I'll say, "It is I, Pierre, the greatest swordsman of all time, as you soon shall see, you silly condigit." And I'll go right after the leader on his.
Oh my God! Really?
Hey, it's Pierre. He does what he wants to do. All right, go right after the leader then, Pierre.
Where is the leader on the middle goat? I mean, he's not on a goat. I don't.
Sure, I'll put them in front of their goats. Unfortunately, I don't know why, but it can't show me having them ride a goat. So
I would like to point out that those were my oh my God, really were Fargo's exact words.
okay.
That was in character, him saying that.
Okay, Hunter's Mark is a bonus action, I believe.
Yep.
So we're going to Hunter's Mark, the red dot, and we are going to go all Pierre on this ass. That didn't come out right. Do. Taste my silver rapier. Once. Did it hit?
It did hit.
Okay. I'm going to do it twice, and I'm going to do my Hunter's Mark after I do all my attacks, if he's not dead.
Okay.
Do. Twice.
We'll miss. Oh, wait.
Offhand.
No, sorry. That'll hit. That'll hit.
Offhand weapon.
Okay. That one will miss. So you hit twice and then did your offhand weapon. And now do your Hunter's Mark damage, please.
Ha! That's a mighty Hunter's Mark right there.
You only get Hunter's Mark damage once when you hit him? I don't really know how it works.
Yeah, you get it on the first attack, correct, guys?
On every attack.
Every attack? Oh,
Against that target, yes, every attack.
Alright, so roll
all right.
again. Alright, so you get
That's
an
a little
additional
better.
5 damage there. Alright, so you
next
see...
turn I can start doing the other stuff.
So you see Pierre run up and tell him to eat steel, basically, as he starts attacking this hobgoblin here. And, yeah, seems to mess him up kind of a bit. Looks like it did a little bit of damage to him.
The hobgoblins are riding goats.
They're riding large goats, yes. Giant goats, actually.
So are the hobgoblins considered occupying the goat squares?
Yeah.
Or are the goats considered occupying the hobgoblin square?
I would say the goats are occupying the hobgoblin squares.
Okay, cool. What I've always done is I've just removed riders from the map entirely, or just scoot them off to the top so you know they're still there, and then just use the goats to indicate where they're at, because they technically the riders occupy all 4 squares that the goats are in.
Actually, I can do this and just move them behind.
You can do that. That works too. But that would mean that you'd have to move up a little bit.
Yep, right there.
There. Oh.
I actually have to move that back because I can't. Bummer. Alright.
Yeah, that's why I've just, whenever I have a mount, I just pull the the mini for me right off and just use the mount. Because, that reason.
I gotta keep the mini or the characters on the thing because I track their hit points that way. So, alrighty. So next is the hobgoblin that Beans was just attacking, as he reaches out to attack you. Yeah. Let's see. One. Does a 12 hit? And the second one. A 21?
That'll hit.
So he reaches down from his mount with his 21 and slashes at you. And then... Okay. And then the hobgoblin's going to incite his ram, who is also going to his goat, who's going to try to ram you. And a 10 will miss.
He attacked me with advantage. That dirty ram.
He attacked you normal.
Oh, I saw a 10 and 11.
Oh, wait, it did attack you. Why did it do that? I'll fix it. Alright, Alright, so Owlbear, you are next.
Okay, I'm going to use my menacing feat. I need to make a charisma intimidation check against the target. So the first target
Okay.
It's actually going to be him, not the goat.
Right.
I need him to make a insight wisdom check for me, please.
Insight wisdom. All right. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So
I think he wet himself.
So since I was perched up here, stealthily moving when they came out, I will slowly slink down, skulk behind them, and speak to him and say, "No one messes with the owlbear's friends. I am fear incarnate. Feel my wrath or run." And since he failed, he is frightened until the end of my next turn.
Okay.
And that's my action. And I will go ahead and attack him with my off.
All right.
Not with an 8.
Nope, that will miss.
So I swing at him, and that's it.
He's still terrified, though.
That's correct.
This is correct.
He's like, "Ah, don't hurt me."
All right.
Who are you?
I'm Owlbear.
All right, Jack.
All right. So I'm going to pull out a very unusually shaped sling bullet, put it in my slingshot, and propel it to.
That one. Okay.
No, that spot.
Okay. To that one.
And then when it hits, it just explodes in the big old thing of gluey mess and catches everybody in a web effect. So I need everybody to give me all of those creatures, riders and mounts, to give me dexterity saving throws, DC 14.
This is hilarious. If he gets caught up, Mook, he's afraid of you and he can't get away.
Doesn't affect me, Connor.
No, it won't catch you.
All right.
Oh, that was weird. I didn't need to roll that. Okay.
One more goat.
Okay, so 2 hobgoblins, 2 goats, 1 hobgoblin captain, so 1 more goat there. Yeah, they all suck.
Yep, they sure do. Awesome. I'm going to say, Beatrice, attack pattern Delta 8. And then Beatrice is going to rush toward and attack that hobgoblin captain.
Beans, what are you laughing at?
Just the wonderful toys that his character has.
It's funny because artificers, I only have wizard spells for the most part, but it says you're supposed to reflavor them and reskin them as techno gadgets. So everything
So that was like a web spell.
It's a web spell. The same effect as a web spell, just looks like a weird, artificer making it. So anyway, I'm going to send in Beatrice and let Beatrice attack.
All right.
So creature is restrained, which means that it has disadvantage on all attacks, and all attacks against it have advantage. So Beatrice gets to attack with advantage, and anybody else will until they break. Well, is a great spell. It doesn't get used enough.
It is.
That means I would get like sneak attack, right?
Yeah, because you have advantage on it, so it's going to auto trigger sneak.
Nice.
Second attack. So I have to roll second attack.
Yeah, I say Beatrice needs to roll advantage.
A 13 is the best that Beatrice got.
Beatrice, what is Beatrice attacking? The goats? Since
So Beatrice is attacking the same person that I commanded her to attack the same person that Pierre attacked.
Okay, so what is she running? Beatrice is small, so can it actually reach the guy on top of the goat, who is large?
And still attack him.
Okay. Alrighty. She misses.
Yeah, she does. But that's an action and a bonus action, and I will move up a little bit to stay within range of Beatrice and call that the end of my turn.
Alright. Fargo.
Oh man, Fargo is just like
No, it's
you
your
gotta study these people. Like, come on, guys. This is why we can't have nice things. And he will step up to that and he'll attack the middle. He can only get the goat because he's not that tall. So he'll hit that goat or the goat twice.
Sneak attack.
Sneak attack.
And he crits. He crits for 16 points of damage on the goat.
He crit for more than that, then.
Well,
Yeah.
the 6 is the 3d6, and then the
Yeah,
10 is the crit damage, and then how much extra damage does a sneak attack do?
It's a 3d6.
Yeah, so it's really
Oh, okay,
the total.
so it actually, that's the total. So 17, or 12, 18, 28 points of damage. So, yeah, Fargo Budapest runs up, and does this heroic move as he slides underneath the belly of the goat and takes his sword and just completely guts the goat as it collapses to the ground with the hobgoblin on top of it.
Well, if we're talking about Fargo here, I wouldn't necessarily call it her. It's more of a heavy sigh, and then the whole we can't have nice things because we could talk our way out of this. Pierre had to open his big mouth,
Because we are the greatest team ever!
and he will attack the hobgoblin as well. No, the hobgoblin is on the ground.
Okay.
Hobgoblin's still restrained, so you still get advantage on the attack.
So a 19 to hit the hobgoblin will hit for 8 points of damage on that one. All right. Okay. Hobgoblin number 1 has Fargo in front of him. So he's going to reach out and try to attack Fargo.
Wait, that one's scared.
Oh yeah, he's scared. What can he do when he's terrified, Mark?
He can't move closer to Mark, and if he were to attack Mark, he would take disadvantage on the attack. But the hobgoblin's also restrained, so it's going to take disadvantage on the attack no matter what, and its movement is reduced to 0.
Can it try to break the web?
It can attempt to free itself.
Okay.
I'll tell you what it needs to do that. So Webb has to make a strength check, not a saving throw, just a strength check against my spell save DC, which is 14. So rolls a d20, add the strength bonus, 14 or higher breaks.
All right. It breaks free.
That's its action.
So it broke. That was his action to break free. So it broke free. And his goat is still alive. His goat is going to...
The goat's still restrained.
I know, I'm thinking. The goat's going to try to break free as well. The goat breaks free as well. So those two are free. So let's give them a green dot there to show that they are free.
They make their move action. They can still make their move. Like, not they're free, but no actions, meaning no attacks.
Right. And then this goat is going to try to break free on his turn because that's what they would want to do, is get loose. He does not break free. That goblin is going to try to break free as well, or hobgoblin. And he does not break free either. So neither one of those two break free on their action. And it is up to Pierre.
Ho ho ho! I told you, you silly man. Now you think you can escape? And I'm going to turn on the ones that broke free. And my Hunter's Mark will switch to that. And I am also going to...
I mean, did you defeat the Hobgoblin captain?
No, he's not dead yet.
Oh, I thought he was dead.
No, just the goat's dead.
Oh, the goat's dead. The goat's dead.
That's why you got to look for the red X's.
Okay, my bad. First your goat, and now you silly nigget. And he is still restrained, so I get advantage on him. And my Hunter's Mark is still on him. And I'm going to use my... what was that really cool thing we were talking about earlier? Planar Warrior. So I do force damage, and I'll do an extra extra 1d8 force damage. So, my first attack, in case this kills him,
With advantage.
with advantage.
Okay, that hits.
Okay, let's roll the extras. We've got the infamous D6 and the extra D8 force.
Is that all your
Why did
extras?
Nice hit. 16.
All right.
that was the first attack?
So Pierre reaches out with his short sword, rapier.
No, the silver rapier.
So Pierre reaches out with the silver rapier and stabs the hobgoblin that is collapsed on the ground, entwined in webbing, and slices his throat. And the hobgoblin gasps a shuddering final breath as it collapses.
Now I will turn to my right and say, "And now it is your turn!" Ha ha! He is on the goat, so Mark gives me advantage, correct?
You already have it. Oh no, he's not in webbing anymore.
No, you don't have advantage anymore.
But
Well,
Mark is positioned in a way
Yeah.
that gives me advantage.
Do you use the optional flanking rules?
yes. Yes, they. I use the flanking rules that if they are flanked, they do get advantage on their attacks. And since the ones by you are dead, so they don't have that ally right next to them, yeah, you would get advantage on that one.
Okay. So here we go again. The second silver rapier attack for the free Knigget. And my I did say my hunters is on him now too as well.
Mm-hmm. Alright, an 18 will miss. Or 17 will miss, my bad.
Oh, breaking my heart. All right. Moon touched. That'll hit, right?
Yes, that will hit. For 5 points of damage.
Actually, I also get my hunter's ward.
Okay, so roll your hunter's mark.
Hunter's mark, sorry.
For 5 points of damage. And do you do the force damage on this?
No, it's only on the first hit of the turn.
Okay, so you reach out with your rapier and you hack
Missed
and slash. You missed the first time, hit the second time, and then are hit with your short sword as you deal a bunch of damage, and it is not feeling so hot. And so the end of your turn, Pierre.
Yes, it is. Ho, ho, ho.
All right, Owlbear.
The one here that I have feared, I'm gonna go ahead and take.
Okay.
You have advantage. Oh!
All right. So you crit it. As you wow. All right. So the owlbear takes his claws as he rips into this hobgoblin with his claws and shreds the hobgoblin's throat till it's a pulpy mess, and you can't see anything as it collapses to the ground and falls off the goat.
Okay. I am going to move.
That will put you
Here.
into the web. You don't want to go through there.
Oh, gotcha.
You still got the goat.
Oh yeah, the goat's still alive. And we still have.
All right. Yep. I'll go ahead and attack my bonus action.
All right.
Oh, I'm changing my hunter's mark to the other hobgoblin.
Okay. Oh, Jesus, you critted the goat too? What the hell? Alright, yeah, so you reach out and, let's see, that is what? 6 plus 1 critical damage is 7, plus 8 is 15, plus 1 is 16, plus another 7 points of damage. So 23 points of damage to the goat. As you take your claw, you reach in and you rip its heart from its beating heart from its chest, and it collapses. Jesus, that was a crit. All right.
Wow.
Yes,
claws.
As I have his heart in my hand, the goat's heart, I take a bite out of it, and with a mouthful of food, I yell, "Tonight we feast on evil."
Yeah, thank you.
Yes.
Jack looks over and says, "All right, we've officially gone from weird to creepy."
Yeah.
It's time to take this group and put us in Strahd.
Yeah. Then turns, faces the store strain goat and hobgoblin, clicks a little button on the sling. The sling shoots up a little metal ball, which he catches, loads it, and shoots at the hobgoblin.
Okay.
It doesn't have the plus one to hit and plus 1 damage built into it. Okay.
Okay.
That is just a 10 to hit.
Yeah.
The first one.
Going to miss.
There's my second one. That's a 19 to hit, though.
That will hit.
For 6 points of magical bludgeoning damage from the sling.
All right.
And then I'm going to use my bonus action and command Beatrice to attack in pattern Gamma,
Okay.
which will then put her to attacking the
I'm sorry, attacking what?
attacking the Hobgoblin Rider.
Okay. Alrighty.
Hold on. Get
I'm
it going.
For her.
The first attack and the second attack to see if the advantage. She got a 13 to hit.
Attack the Hobgoblin Rider. That will miss.
Right. That is the end of my turn.
Okay. Fargo.
All right, so we still got a hobgoblin alive, right?
Yes, and a goat.
All right, so I'm going to look at this hobgoblin, and I'm like, now, I think you should be paying us to let you walk away from this.
Okay. I don't know what you expect him to say. It's not his turn anyways.
I could try to do a persuasion.
Well, I mean, you're not going to attack him?
Oh, I want to come over and I want to. Well, where's the web at? Before I do anything.
Connor?
What was that? I'm sorry.
Where's the web at? So can I come up to here, not be in the web, or do I have to go
I'm pinging that intersection. Anything within 10 feet of that intersection.
Okay, cool. So I can just come up here and.
Yes, you can absolutely go to there and attack him. Or you can go to here or here and attack.
You have advantage no matter what because he's still stuck.
Alright, I'm gonna stab him.
Okay, stabby, stabby.
Again with the heavy sigh. It's a 24, 23.
Oh, yeah. You stabby, and you stabby his arm right off of him as he collapses on top of his goat, still stuck in webbing.
And I'll hit his goat too.
Alright, you stabby the goat.
Because I'm an asshole.
Alright, stabby the goat then.
22 for 10.
Yeah, 22 for 10 as you stabby on the goat. The goat is still standing.
I'm going to get you and your little goat too.
And I'm going to do another heavy sigh.
Why are you sighing?
I don't know.
Alright.
Fargo is frustrated.
Alright, the goat is gonna try to ram you, Fargo, even though it's
At disadvantage.
at disadvantage. It's stuck
I
in
mean,
webbing. Yeah,
it
it
did
totally
just get
fails. It totally fails. Pierre, you have a goat left.
Oh, it's a goat.
Just stab it. You've stabbed everything else.
But it's an innocent creature.
Evil comes in many shapes and forms, devil.
Does the goat look like it's suffering?
Well, it's been stabbed. It's entombed in webbing. It's being ridden by a dead hobgoblin.
Does it have red eyes or look possessed or anything? Or is this just a trained goat?
Yeah, it looks like a giant goat.
I'm a ranger. Are giant goats usually evil? Or are they just giant?
They're unaligned.
All right, they're unaligned. I'll smoke them.
Alright.
Can you even hunter's mark an animal?
I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
You can. Okay.
Has to be a creature, and creature describes pretty much almost everything in this game.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I guess this is gonna get really silly and ugly. And Pierre will say, "'Tis but a mercy killing. I'm sorry, my dear."
Okay.
First one.
And you kill it.
All right. I won't even roll all the extra stuff.
Nope, you take it down. It didn't need much to go. Alright. So then Fargo's gonna loot the bodies like he always does.
Yes, he is.
There's
You don't
no
even have to say it
questioning
any-
that. Alright, Fargo, you find on the goblin leader +1 hide armor and 3 potions that someone could possibly
Oh, that's something I can do.
determine what they are. Okay.
I'm gonna whisper to
So you're going to burn away the webbing first, I'm assuming. All right. So
I can let the weapon dissolve itself.
Okay, so you find 3 potions, and +1 hide armor, and then the other 2 hobgoblins have scimitars and studded leather armor.
Ooh.
Jack. I'm whispering at him.
What?
Do you think you should maybe offer Pierre the short sword? He doesn't have a magical item, I don't think.
He doesn't?
I don't think so. And you don't use...
I figured he would have pilfered one ages ago.
I don't know. I don't think his weapons are magical.
Wait,
The last time
Pierre?
I shook his hand, I came back with only 4 fingers. But, I mean, if he could use it, I mean, it is poor construction, but...
But it is magic.
Hey, hey, you.
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
What's
Yeah.
up?
So, my friend here tells me that you haven't stolen a magic item yet.
I have not. That he knows of.
God.
Then I found this, and you don't have to steal it or anything if you think you can make use of it.
Go ahead.
I was going to say it wasn't the best construction, but you seem a little eager.
Oh, well, thank you.
Be careful, the hilt's weak.
I'll be careful.
I'll reach down a little bit and pat Jack on the shoulder. I'll be like, good man.
I can make better.
I'm sure you can. Would you say you're the greatest at making them?
I need a restroom break.
No, I wouldn't say I'm really the greatest at anything.
Your humbleness is the greatest amount of humbleness I've ever.
Okay.
See, you are the greatest
Just-
at something.
Just go with it. You'll be much better off.
Okay, so I'm looking here. And it looks like oh, that's weird. Okay. I thought it might let me work, but with that, but I don't think it does anybody else need a magic weapon?
Nope.
No, not really. I mean, unless my rapier needs to be imbued with magic to kill something, I'm good. Because technically, a moonblade counts as a magical weapon, even though it doesn't have a plus.
Okay, because I can, if you have non-magical weapons or armor, I can give them a +1 property
Oh, for how long?
until I decide I don't want to have it anymore.
How many can you do at once?
Well, I can only do 2 total, and one of them is my magical reloading slingshot. But the I've got one free, and if anybody can make use of it, I can also make what's my third choice for infusions? I've got chose 3 infusions. I'm looking.
I don't know. Was the bat guy even wearing? Was the bat wearing armor? I don't know.
If he was,
I don't
I
know.
couldn't see it.
Yeah, I don't know if he needs the armor. I guess my rapier could get the bonus. I could use that.
Alright, I am back.
Oh, crap. Use my intelligence to attack.
Okay, I'm gonna go pee because she got back. I was waiting for her to finish.
Alright. Question for you guys. We have probably at least another hour of the adventure left. Do we want to end here and pick it up next week? Mark, is that something you can even do? Or what do we want to do? We got a much later start, and we've already been going for 3 hours and 20 minutes.
I'm good for continuing.
Yeah, it doesn't matter to me. Next week, I won't know until it gets closer to the week.
Oh, what about you, Connor?
It's getting late. I don't have anywhere I need to be, but it's after midnight.
Right, that's what I was asking, because, I mean, I don't know if any of you guys have family days planned for tomorrow or anything like that, or if anybody has to work or anything. So I completely understand if we want to stop here for now, and then we can continue next week with the rest of it. You guys just let me know. Like I said, we got about, I would say, probably at least an hour left to go on this one.
I'm good either way. I mean, I ain't got nothing planned tomorrow except for more packing. And hopefully some Starfinder in the evening, but, you know, packing.
You guys just tell me. It don't matter.
It sounds like it's time to call it. You sound wiped, Mel.
Well, I'm a little bit tired. I took a nap today, but I had to work well, I don't get overtime, but I had to work today. We had a Saturday production schedule. It's been kind of pretty busy. All right.